about what happened? Crazy.
True crime, we online.
Come check us out.
Tune in, it's about to go down.
Know where we at.
True crime, based on real life events. Every story has two sides.
Who's telling the truth? Who's telling them lies?
Them or me, anybody with eyes, they can see that this the truth that I am speaking. Blood leaking, what's the reason? No remorse for the family. Where's the justice? We need peace. Another plot twist this deep. Got me on the edge of my
I wonder what's gonna happen next.
Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of Murder and Cocktails, where true crime meets mixology. I'm your host, Nicole Mitchell-Colley, and I'm here with my fabulous co-hosts, Amber Watson and Lachelle Walker. Hey!
What up, what up, what up?
Today we uncover the chilling story behind the murder of beloved Detroit chef Douglas Chef Doug Calhoun. Before we begin, we want to remind everyone that this episode discusses graphic content and may not be suitable for all audiences. Bye, kids. So grab your favorite libation and let's raise a glass to a murderously good time. But first, we have true crime news.
A somber mood hangs over Northwest Houston today as the community grapples with the devastating incident that occurred in the early hours of the morning. Houston police were alerted to a double homicide at 133 East 37th Street following a call reporting a shooting around 1:38 a.m. Upon arrival, officers discovered two females aged 39 and 22, both with fatal gunshot wounds. Eyewitnesses recount a harrowing scene. Three women were peacefully gathered on a porch enjoying each other's company when a man clad in a blue hoodie, camouflage pants, and a mask emerged from behind a fence and opened fire. Tragically, the two of the women were fatally shot and pronounced dead at the scene. The 39-year-old victim was identified as Mary Arredondo, a mother of four who is known for her infectious laughter and positive spirit. The third woman, who owned the home, managed to escape with minor injuries sustained while fleeing the scene. Despite the rapid police response, the assailant fled before their arrival, and his mode of escape remains unknown. Houston Police Department's initial investigation suggests the shooter may be an estranged ex-boyfriend, a theory supported by statements from survivors. However, the suspect's identity has not been confirmed. At the time of the shooting, 5 children were present in the home, thankfully unharmed. Police are urging anyone with video footage of the incident to come forward to aid in their investigation. As the investigation continues, we will keep you informed of any developments. Our thoughts are with the victims' families during this difficult time. Wow.
Had to have been a friend. That was definitely a fucking crime of passion.
I'm just looking back over that. 5 children in the house, and you didn't care at all. Just
No.
open fire.
They saw red, for sure. It sucks that, 2 lives were lost because somebody done lost their fucking mind.
Sorry, excuse me.
Disgusting. Just disgusting.
Okay, I got another one. In a tragic turn of events, a Utah woman finds herself behind bars suspected of murder following shocking... Start over. In a tragic turn of events, a Utah woman finds herself behind bars suspected of murder following a shocking incident that has left a community reeling. 21-year-old Heavenly Faith Garfield was arrested on Tuesday and is currently being held in Utah County without bail, as recommended by Saratoga Springs Police. Authorities have suggested that Garfield be charged with murder and discharge of a firearm after her father placed a distressing call to 911 reporting a shooting. The incident reportedly occurred as part of an uncompleted suicide pact that Garfield and the victim had agreed upon several weeks earlier. The victim identity has not been disclosed at this time, adding to the somber nature of this developing story. Family members revealed that Garfield and the victim have been in discussion about the pact for some time prior to the tragic event. shedding light on the circumstances leading up to the shooting. According to an affidavit of probable cause, a friend of the victim provided officers with text messages indicting her desire to end her life, but expressing fear about carrying out the act herself. The same friend also disclosed the existence of a suicide pact between the victim and Garfield. As the investigation continues, questions linger about the motivations behind the pact and the events that ultimately led to the fatal shooting. No charges have been filed yet, and no attorney representing Garfield has been listed in jail records. Attempts to reach Garfield's family for comments have thus far been unsuccessful. Wow. That reminds me.
What the fuck?
A suicide pact?
Suicide pacts? Like, that's so 1990s.
That goes further.
That was a thing?
1990.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting you.
Yeah, that goes way back past 1990.
I mean, but in the 90s, it seemed like everybody was fucking doing it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, girl, the 90s was fucked up.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
90s was fucked up.
I only had one example of this.
In California. No, there was a lot of them in California.
Because remember the girlfriend that texted the boyfriend and said, "You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it." And she like amped him, "If you love me, you'll do it."
Oh, yeah. And she told him to kill himself and then he killed himself. And yeah, she just got out of jail.
Stupid bitch.
Recently. Tell us how you really feel.
Right. I was just about to say that.
Oh, man.
That's a lot to take in. And it just like, it makes you be very mindful of looking at your children's phones. Those deleted messages. I mean, even having it connected to your device so you can see what's coming through, because, I mean, that's a lot.
I check Amina's phone every now and then, like, especially if, like, she's acting weird. I definitely check her phone.
Well, you know, nowadays you have to, which is sad because there's just so much out there. You know, if you don't have a filter, I mean, they have YouTube, they have Snapchat, they have, oh my God, there's so many on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, like, they're not censored. And as a parent, you have to make it censored. And there's just so much out there that at the palm of their hand.
It's stupid. Man. I mean, I go through Amina's phone. I found out a lot of shit I didn't want to know going through Amina's phone. I legit thought I was gonna have a fucking panic attack.
Yeah, I bet.
Sometimes I just let Jordan's messages come to my phone, and I respond. I'm like, okay, I'm Jordan. Fuck you want.
Right.
Especially after
I haven't gone that far, but like I've definitely like taken screenshots and like sent it to myself, you know, just in case, you know, some stuff comes up missing.
Yeah. So if you have AT&T, just putting that out there, not sponsored. Please sponsor us though, because we could use that for our phone bill. Okay, but anyway,
check, please. Yes, please.
With AT&T, you can download the Active Armor, and it will show you everything that's being said in real time without you having to do too much of anything.
I need that.
And trigger words.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you have to teach me because I have AT&T, and if I see any of these fucking trigger words, everybody gonna die. Y'all gonna see me on Snap.
I won't show it. I'm gonna beat him with a cup.
So today we're delving into the disturbing case that took the city of Detroit. Today we're delving into the disturbing case that shook the city of Detroit to its core on June 1st, 2017. What started as a simple pay-for-sex encounter turned into a deadly confrontation, leaving a trail of devastation and unanswered questions. At the heart of this tragedy lies the testimony of a young woman, who we're going to call AB because she's a minor, whose chilling account revealed a web of manipulation and exploitation orchestrated by a man named Trevon Baskerville. Despite her resistance, AB was coerced into the sex trade, trapped in a cycle of violence and control. The fatal altercation unfolded when 39-year-old Calhoun demanded unprotected intercourse, igniting a dispute that ended in his tragic demise. Baskerville, armed and dangerous, intervened, but instead of diffusing the situation, he delivered a fatal blow, robbing Calhoun of his life.
Yeah, I watched that. I was a little confused on like what actually happened.
So he had gone out with his friends.
Okay.
And he decided that he wanted a little nookie before he went to bed. And so he found the girl's ad on Backpage. And he went to their house. She gave him a blowjob with a condom on for $50. But then he decided that he wanted to have sex with her, but without the condom. And when she said no, he got upset and basically demanded his money back.
Okay.
So that's when the pimp came out from another room and they got to arguing and he shot Chef Doug.
In the back.
Now, I don't remember if it was in the back or not, but honestly speaking,
in the back.
And this is going to sound really wrong.
I have mixed feelings
Chef
here.
Doug was not an ugly dude.
I do too.
He could have called somebody over and got what he needed to get done for free.
Let me see what he looks like.
I would have been that person had I known him. I'd be like, yeah, let's do this. Tone Loke all day. Let's do it.
Amber, I'm going to send you something.
You don't need to send me nothing. I'm good. Thank you.
Send her a toy. And it plugs in.
Negative.
Let me see. I mean, anyway. I don't know if he got beat up while he been in prison or whatever, but no, he's dead. So who's this? Chef Doug.
Fuck. It's time for our favorite segment, Sip and Solve. Grab your shakers and glasses because we're about to mix up a drink that perfectly complements today's mysteries, dark twists, and turns. Today's featured cocktail is the Death by Chocolate Martini. Ingredients: cocoa powder for rimming, 2 parts chocolate liqueur, plus more for rimming, 1 part vodka, sucks already, 1 part of half and half. Instructions: add a few tablespoons of chocolate liqueur to a small rimmed plate. Add a few tablespoons of cocoa powder to another small plate and whisk briefly to break up the clumps. 3. Dip the rim of the martini glass into the liqueur, then into the cocoa. Set aside. Add chocolate liqueur, vodka, and half to a chocolate shaker filled with ice and shake for a good 20 seconds. Give it a good shake. Pour into rimmed martini glass. And now back, Nicole, to you.
Pause.
That recipe had rimmed in it a lot.
That's a lot of rimming.
That's a lot of rimming.
My eyes.
And then you got me rimming and shaking. You got me rimming and you got me shaking. Okay.
We going to hell. Oh, Lord.
Together, the 3 of us in a basket.
I'm going to church tomorrow.
You're not going to church tomorrow. You already done said you're not going to church tomorrow.
I think I might need to go to church tomorrow.
Let's all go.
Okay. So the aftermath was horrifying. Baskerville and AB hastily disposed of Calhoun's body, attempting to conceal their heinous crime until Calhoun's remains were discovered weeks later, bringing some closure to his grieving loved ones. Baskerville's subsequent conviction on multiple charges, including second-degree murder and human trafficking, serves as a stark reminder of the depths of human depravity. His sentence of 120 years ensures that he will never walk free again, a small measure of justice. Meanwhile, Chef Doug's family mourns the loss of a beloved member of their community, a retired Marine with aspirations of entrepreneurship, whose life was tragically cut short by senseless violence. AB's testimony shed light on the dark underbelly of human trafficking, exposing the vulnerability of those ensnared in its grasp. It serves as a call to action for society to combat this insidious crime and protect the most vulnerable around us. So, according to the case file, Chef Doug got shot by 2 different guns. Yeah. The case file said he got shot by 2 different guns. But AB testified in exchange for immunity. So you know what happened. She shot him too. And the crazy part about it is, like, everybody in Detroit was looking for this man.
And he was only a few blocks away. In a trash can.
Yeah.
But who would think to look in a trash can?
I mean me, because that's where they put everybody now.
Everybody.
Right, but
everybody.
we would think that way, right? But when you're in a community and it doesn't, I guess go that way. Like they were looking in the forest, behind houses, like they were looking for a grave, like anything.
And this was
2017. Yep.
Yeah, they should have been looking in the trash can at first.
I think if I remember correctly, somebody in his family found his body in the trash can. And his body was deteriorated and decomposed so badly that the only way that they could identify his body was through a tattoo. Like, I didn't even think they had a funeral. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, I don't think they could either.
Like,
oh, wow.
It was bad. All this over some pussy. Like, seriously, dude? Like,
and like you said, he wasn't ugly. He was handsome.
He was
clean cut. He was handsome. He was dressed proper. Like, yeah.
I don't even know what to say there. Men, I don't know. Do like other dude did and get you a sex doll.
For $2,000.
Not for $2,000.
I mean, you can
give or take the price on how tall or, how wide her holes are.
And if you can't buy the whole sex doll, they sell it in pieces. You can just buy the booty. You can buy the front. You can buy the mouth.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then put it all together whenever you get it,
Absolutely.
Lovers Lane would be an excellent sponsor.
Build a bitch.
We're looking.
Right.
Loverslane.com.
Build a bitch.
Build a bitch. Lord, help us. Pray for us. As we reach the end of this chilling episode on Murder and Cocktails, we want to thank you, our fantastic listeners, for joining us on this dark and mysterious journey. Your enthusiasm for true crime and mixology makes each episode truly special. Before we wrap up, don't forget to follow us on your favorite podcast platform to stay updated on our latest concoctions of crime and cocktails. And of course, share the love by leaving a review. Your feedback keeps the spirits high and the stories flowing. Remember to visit our website, truecrimemeetsmixology.com, for the cocktail recipe of the week, Death by Chocolate Martini.
Ooh, that show was good. I can't wait for the next one to come out. Binging on the podcast. Hope true crime never run out. What's gonna happen in the next episode? Nobody don't know. All this suspense, this get intense. No turning back now. I'm all in. True crime, we online. Tune in, it's about to go down. True crime, based on real life events. Every story has two